Pacific Crest Trail, California, Section H, northern portion. Putting it here at Bishop Pass, South Lake Trailhead. Good morning. We're here at the trailhead for Bishop Pass. We're going to start walking in, get going again on Section H. The smoke's cleared up some. Still a little bit in the air. I can still feel a little burning on my eyes, but it's much better. We're starting our way up the trail. Rose dropped me off and is doing the walk in, doing the first mile. But as you can see, we're up here at South Lake, and it is beautiful. Anyway, so I got my trail angel warming me up, and she won't go too far with me, but she's here for a little bit of it. Okay, we'll go walk up there to be in the sunshine because it's still a little cool out. The trail up from South Lake is fairly steep, but hey, at least they provide you with stairs. Here at Long Lake. This is on the trail that runs from South Lake up to Bishop Pass. And I think this is just one of the most beautiful walks that we've got along here. You know, we've got a nice little trail right next to the lake. And it is just such a pretty lake. And this is just the most eastern part of it. It keeps going further to the west. We'll get there in a minute. It's amazing how strong a piece of wood can be sometimes. Understand this is the remains of about 70 deer. The buck jumped off the cliff, avalanche time, all the does and the entire herd followed. Got a pretty good odor, but nothing like it was a month ago when I walked through here. A month ago, you could smell it all the way to the top of the peak. Now I didn't even know I was here until I got here just about 15 seconds ago. Well, back again. Bishop Pass, darn close to 12,000 feet. A lot different than last time in that it is way clear. Last time that was pretty much covered in smoke, but it's been a month. We'll see where it goes from here. Well, as you can see, this valley is beautiful. A month ago when I was here, it was covered in smoke. You couldn't see any of that. Couldn't see those ridges. You can make out a little bit of the edges. And this one right there, this little spot right here, you could see him a little bit. But the rest of those mountains, yeah, not so much. But as you can see now, this morning, it's beautiful. The PTC is in the bottom of that valley. That's where I'm headed. Should be there shortly. Still a couple miles, and as you can see, it's a pretty steep climb down there. But That is one thing. Coming back in after being off the trail for a month, this whole trail seems like it was a lot harder than what I remembered it being when I was here before. And I'm thinking maybe that's because I've been walking up and down hills for several weeks last time. And this time I took a month off, and yeah, I really didn't do much of anything. Didn't even do my normal, morning walks, because I just didn't know if it was going to be worth the effort. Didn't know if I was coming back or not, all depending on when this smoke cleared up. And as you can see right now, I'd say it's pretty darn pretty. So, pretty happy to be here. Gonna get on down there to the PCT. It's 11 miles from where I came at South Lake at Bishop, over Bishop Pass. But I'll be back on the PCT shortly. Welcome to Meadow Pass. This is the little shelter that's on top of Meadow Pass, built in 1931 in the name of John Meadow. I don't think he ever got to stay here though, because I don't think he was alive then. Well, honest, this is pretty nice. If I'd had the energy to make it yesterday, this would have been a really great place to spend the night. You can see how the roof comes around to make the dome. All from native materials, as you can imagine. Fireplace that they've bricked in so nobody will use it. A place people probably use for a fireplace. And even a window. With a view. It's pretty nice. This was probably Well, this is definitely one of the easiest passes that I've hiked up. Definitely easier than things like Forster or Big Show. You can tell I'm still out of breath. It's 12,000 feet, still acclimating. Well, just short of 12,000 feet. Looks like I'm gonna have a nice, gentle climb out of here though. That's a pretty easy basin. No trees, no protection, but there's some water. I'm still sitting up here at John Muir. Thought I'd look and see what's ahead of me. And it looks like I've got 19.2 miles of going downhill. I don't think I've ever had 19.2 miles of going downhill. I'd have to go back and check the maps. But wow, that's quite a change. And the next pass is Selden Pass, and it's like 26 miles from here. So I'm definitely not going to get there today. But I'm going to start my journey down this really rocky, treeless, but still very beautiful basin, and we'll see where it goes. Well, last night was not such a good night. It'd been a long day, hiking up a lot of hills, steep altitude. I knew from Guts Hook that there was a campsite coming up. I got to that site, and there's 2 tent sites there. So I found one empty. Thought, great, but I didn't want to freak out the people at the other side. So I shouted over to the guy I saw at the tent and let him know that I was going to camp on this other side of this boulder, about, 30 feet from where they're at. So close, but not real close. And he nodded, said, okay, fine. And then the woman he was with, she must have been hiding in the bushes somewhere. Anyway, she came out and mentioned that, but there's so many campsites around here. I mean, couldn't you find someplace else? There's ones above and ones below. And I'm like, well, I'm pretty sure there's not. There's one at the far side of the lake we'd gone by about 1.5 miles ago. And I understood there might be some up at the lake up above, which, by the way, I didn't see him. Which is another mile up, another 500-600 feet up. Anyway, a lot further than I wanted to go. I was exhausted and tired. But I agreed to look around and see if I couldn't find something. So I went down further, and yeah, nothing fit like the beautifully prepared, smooth campsite there. But I figured, you know what? I do like to give people their privacy, and I appreciate it when I have it. And so I decided to try and go up the trail farther. Unfortunately, I was right. There was not any campsites in the near distance. Most of the area looked like what you're seeing behind me here. It's rock. No flat spots, no smooth spots. I eventually found a space not big enough for my tent, which, as you all know, is not that big, but big enough that I could cowboy camp. So hey, up first, I've cowboy camped out on the PCT. I didn't do it before just because it was never that convenient. I didn't want to. Didn't want to last night either, but I didn't have any choice. So I cowboy camped. Learned some important lessons. One, I thought it might be a good idea to have a cover over me in case it gets wet. Fortunately, after I'd gone to sleep for a couple hours, I woke up and discovered what a bad idea it was to put my fly over my sleeping bag. Because while there was no moisture coming out of the air, in fact, it's really very dry up here, there's plenty of moisture coming out of me, going through my down bag and getting captured by the fly, my tent fly. So it was very wet. I debated for a minute and said, you know what, just take the fly off. And I did, and by this morning, my sleeping bag was completely dry. So no worries there. One really cool thing about cowboy camping, last night, such clear skies, away from all of the light pollution. The stars were spectacular. You can even see the Milky Way. It was bright. Later, the moon came up. That wiped out most of the stars. Still saw a couple of shooting stars. So that's the cool thing about cowboy camping. Good news up here. Bugs weren't too bad. There were a lot of gnats around when I first started the go to sleep, and I thought that might be bad, but they disappeared. And all in all, except for being awake for about 2 hours from a little before 3 till about 4, late 4, a little before 5. Except for that, I did okay. I got enough sleep. Definitely got up long before sunrise and tried to get out here on the trail, which makes for a beautiful morning. So, you know, right now, I'm enjoying walking along in these crystal clear, beautiful blue skies. By the way, I did meet the couple. I did meet the woman. She's okay. And it surprised me a little, though. She's done the JMT. I would have thought she'd known there are places on this trail, especially if you're a PCT hiker down south, where you could expect 5 or 6 people in a campsite. This was 2 of us, and I was on another side of a boulder. I think if I'd have just gone in, set up camp, cooked, gone to bed, they never would have known I was there. But I announced myself, and yeah, you try to be nice. But any PCT hiker, they would have like, welcome, come on board. Yeah, sure, spend the night. But yeah, anyway, she's a school teacher. She's only got a week to be out here. Wants to make it the best possible experience she can have for her and Nick, her friend who was with her, who'd never been out here before. So hopefully they had a wonderful experience. And me, I got plenty of time. I got lots of other great nights to have a good time out here. All right, that's probably my monologue for the day. I'm mostly just going to walk and enjoy this. I understand a little while later I'll be down in the trees again, but I have a long, gradual hike down. Fair winds. Okay, sound off now so everybody can hear you. What was that? Can you say it again? Okay. Well, I guess you must want me to keep moving. So I will. Evolution Creek crossing. Pretty easy. Came over it barefoot. I know you shouldn't go over barefoot, but I wanted to save my shoes for later. And I needed to wash my feet anyway. There's the official trail crossing spot, but it's deeper. So obviously we all walked up and crossed where it was shallower. This is the same Evolution Creek that I just crossed. Looks a little scarier down here. Well, folks, it has been a long day. First day of September, 2018. Started pretty early this morning, but not as early as usual, slept in some. But here, the reason I have you on is because we are about to summit Selden Pass. It's been a long day. It's about 6 o'clock in the evening. I'm going to give you a view around to the back. It is spectacular here. We are in the John Muir Wilderness area, and it's everything you'd imagine it should be for an area named John Muir. Like many places we've been, there's a whole heck of a lot of granite. As you can see, well, we got some trees, but here, this is why we're here right now. Finally, after a long day, about a 3,000 foot climb, we are summiting Selden Pass. And all I can say is, yay! Wow! Is that spectacular or what? Take a look down there. Wow. I think I'm going to spend a few minutes up here, take a break, and find myself a place to camp. because it's getting on. I mean, I know it still looks pretty sunny and there in this video, but there's about 2 hours of sunlight left. Well, actually, the sun will be set within the hour, but still be enough light. And after that, it gets dark, and yeah, I could hike in the dark, but I'd really rather not. But hopefully down there somewhere, there's a campsite waiting for me. I just gotta go find it. Well, listen, thanks a lot for coming along with me. You can see beard's starting to come back, a little bushy. Definitely getting better at making miles during the day. It's been a long one. So, listen, until next time, let me leave you with that view, and I'll talk to you probably sometime tomorrow. Fair winds.